we have one final location to visit. We're going to visit Louise's mother. It's locked, though.
It doesn't seem like she's home now.
We have to use the passcode, which we stole from Walther, so it's 1679. 1679. And we have a minor puzzle segment here, and then we'll be at the end of the game. Let's go upstairs. The goal of this puzzle segment is to find all of these cards. So there are 4 cards hidden throughout the apartment place. So yeah, I can see where Louise got her love of scavenger hunts from. She clearly got it from her mother. You know, mom set up this crazy scavenger hunt. Alrighty. Let's see. I don't see anything there. Oh, here's something. It's some sort of pill. No, it's a key. It's a key. Yeah, that's not a pill. That's a key. Interesting painting. Yeah, kind of like it. Yeah, kind of neat. This is a bathroom. We do not have anything interesting in the bathroom. Okay. So let's see. Nothing here. Ah, here. Okay. We've got another card. Excellent. We have another card. Nothing here. We're going to use the key to unlock this. That gives us a SIM card. Yeah, one of those cards that you put into phones. Yep. Alrighty, so I think the last area is here, this kitchen area. Wilson's Teas. This is a code. That's a code for something. Let's see, this is another card. I do not have all the cards yet. Where is that last card? Is it here? No, this is what the card puzzle is for. That's the card puzzle is going to be solved once we find all those cards. Here is it inside this room? Is it in here? No, this looks like a laundry room. Funky light. Last card. Found the last card in the funky light. Got it. Okay. So here's the puzzle. Ace. So ace is number 1, so that's going to be hard. Number 2 is 2, obviously. 3 is 3. You just want to match the suits to the number. So 4 is diamond. This gives us a phone. The passcode is 8591. Just found that. And it wants the SIM card. The SIM card goes in here. And let's read a text message. So, Mom just sent this. Dear Walther, I'd invited Louise to a picnic by the Azure Cliffs. It should be honestly, there's a T in the word honestly. Anyway, I honestly thought that I could persuade her to stop looking into the old Mercury Street affair, if I convinced her that it would only lead to bad things for both her and you. I only managed to upset her, though. She started swearing and waving her arms, and when I grabbed her, she slipped and fell down the cliffs. Totally panicked, I ran down the cliffs and grabbed her phone. I sent text messages to the last 2 numbers she called to make it seem like a suicide. I'll be going away for a while now. I won't bring my phone, I'll leave it here, you're using it right now. When I get back, I will give myself up to the police. Your mother. So that's the story of Louise's death. It was a tragic accident, it sounds like. Mom was trying to keep Louise from investigating the illegal doings of Walther, and Louise died.
I must get out of here now.
Yeah. It's time to leave. I think we've finally solved the mystery. We know why Louise died. We know why a text about Louise's death was sent to a random hotel. It's time to leave. Time to wrap up this case for good.
It was time to go to the police, since I now had a pretty clear picture of how Louise died. I also had some other information I'm sure they'd be interested in.
Yeah, about Walter's illegal activities. Okay, so most of Walter's crimes were committed almost 20 years ago, and he can't be held responsible for them now. Still, Carol reported them to the police to clear Carl from all suspicions for them. So, good for Carl. Carl's no longer suspected of driving everyone crazy. Louise's mother was charged with involuntary manslaughter. The court acquitted her, concluding that her daughter's death was a sheer accident. A sheer accident on some sheer cliffs. Swen was very grateful for Carol's help and awarded her an honorary membership of Club Adam and Eva. No thank you. I don't need an honorary membership. I don't want to return there. So Carl's very busy building a new thing to remember her.
Just as I predicted. I didn't get much spare time this summer either. But I don't mind, as long as I get to meet interesting people and visit exotic places. The Swedish summer is short, and it's almost over now. And so is one of my most illustrious adventures this far.
Yep, that's it. That's the end of the game. Okay, so what do I think about this game in general? Overall, it's a pretty good game. I have about 2 complaints. Michael Nyquist, script, photography, and music, and he also played the villain. That was cool. So these are the credits. I'll talk over the credits. Complaint number 1 was that the first half of the game felt a little empty. Simply because most of the characters that were in the first half of the game were characters who appear in every Carol Reed game. So, like Jonas, and then the janitor, and Stina right here. So we only had 2 characters towards the start of the game. We met them like in the first 10 minutes or so. Only 2 characters that were new, that were directly tied to the murder mystery, and that would be Walther and Swen. And so for the first 2 hours, we didn't really have any characters. It felt a little empty, if that makes sense, because, well, we only really talked to Swen, right? Walther here, he showed up at the very start, and then he showed up again towards the end, but, there's a huge chunk of the game where he wasn't there, and there's quite a sizable chunk of the game where we didn't really have many characters. Once we met Carl, once he showed up, then I think the storyline kind of got back on track, and we had more characters, and it felt like there was more investigation. Now, to be fair, I really did like the first half of the game. I like doing the scavenger hunt. I like the scavenger hunt challenges. Those are cool. And my other complaint, I didn't really like the Club Adam and Eva stuff. I did not like that. I had to skip that part in my video walkthrough, cut most of it out because I can't show that stuff on YouTube. Like the adult content, the mature adult content, I wasn't a big fan of it. And it was one of those locations you had to keep going back to as well, so that, it wasn't just like a one-time thing. Like in the previous game, where there was some adult content in the culprit's house, because the culprit was this really creepy weirdo. Yeah, so it kind of worked to have this creepy adult content there, but here in this game, we had to keep going back to the club. We had to keep going there over and over and over again. And so it felt like there was a lot more of it. I did like the self-contained locations in this game, like the house we went through in this video, also the summer cabin, where there are a bunch of items there, and you find items at the house, and then you use the items at the house to solve puzzles, as opposed to, I find the item in location A, and then I use it in location B. There are a lot of smaller locations in this game. All the locations in this game are pretty neat. I really liked the Mercury house. That was my favorite. I like those locations. Those houses on Mercury Street. We had a lot of smaller locations too, like the library. We visited them like once and then never again. And they were cool too. I really liked going back to the place where Jonas went to. The 2 places where Jonas sent us, those were from earlier games in the series, and it was kind of nice to see those places again. I actually kind of liked it. I think that worked well with that scavenger hunt challenge. So overall, I'd say I enjoyed the game. I think I enjoyed the previous game more, but this was still good. I would encourage everyone to check out the developer's website, purchase the game yourself if you want. MDNA Games, it's short for Madonna. Please support them so they can continue making more games in the Carol Reed series. And hey, if you want, you can check out my video walkthroughs for other games in the Carol Reed series. So now I've done all of the games from games 1 to 12, so you can check out all those video walkthroughs. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed watching me solve this murder mystery, which wasn't exactly a murder mystery. Wasn't exactly, because it was involuntary manslaughter, just an accident.